Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life, and here we have an article from Light Reading. I will leave it in the description so you guys could check it out. Did fixed wireless access already peak in the U.S.? So it's a very interesting article. I will leave it in the description so you guys could check it out in its entirety. So I'm going to say no to this, and the reason I say no is because there's more upside outside of the guidance that both Verizon and T-Mobile provided. But in this case, I want to focus in on Verizon because they have not hit anywhere close to its peak because they're still scaling the C-band, right? They're getting to what we know now. Potentially, they're getting to 185 million covered by the end of the year. And then they are set to hit 200 million by the mid Q1 2023. So they are still scaling not only the C-band, but the bandwidth, right? They're only in the top 46. Verizon is only at 60 megahertz deployed. They haven't even hit 100. So that limits their growth there too, right? And they're still scaling the millimeter wave as well, which is also helping them gain some fixed wireless access customers. So then what happens in 23? Potentially get early clearance, then Verizon can do 100 megahertz and then some in the top 46. That's more. That's a bigger pipeline for fixed wireless access growth. Right now, you can attack the metros. You can offload on the C-band. You can do the millimeter wave. That's however you want to do it. And Verizon already stated they have capital invested in that. So if millimeter wave nodes start popping up in your neighborhood, that's a sign that fixed wireless access on millimeter wave should be available for you. And then, of course, they're going to scale into suburban and then in the rural environment as well. T-Mobile's already there now. They're getting to 260, 265 by the end of year. So they're already competing, soaking up that opportunity now. Verizon comes in, they start scaling. Then, of course, they have to also compete in those environments to get some of those customers to switch to them. And then beyond that, right, getting from 260 or 250 to 300, that's even more rural environment that you're covering that, you can potentially compete for that customer. You got to remember, a lot of those customers already have Verizon in those environments. T-Mobile is trying to get both that customer for fixed wireless access and wireless. So that's going to be a bit tougher because it's an entire account you're trying to gain. For Verizon, in that environment, it would just be an add-on, if that makes sense. The customer already has 3-4 lines. Hey, you just add this on for $30 or $25. We give you a 10-year price guarantee, and here's your new home internet provider. That's something that Verizon is trying to do, and they're trying to scale it very, 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 very quickly, and they're investing such, right? There's 20+ billion going in this year. They do drop a little bit next year per the guidance, 17, 18 billion, but that's still a lot of money going back into the network to scale as quickly as they possibly can to compete in that environment for fixed wireless access customers. So I think that is the biggest growth and the biggest story for Verizon in 2023. I don't think it's going to be consumer wireless growth because they just don't have the momentum. But I think this fixed wireless access is going to be a big story for Verizon in 2023. So make sure you guys let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe to the channel. Follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Live. See y'all in the next one. Peace.